transition caused me lots of grief. My father, my mother, my youngest sister transitioned. But when my son passed, it was absolutely one of the hardest things I had experienced. In the space I found, I was looking for something and someone that could help. Grief is very intense. Moving through it, I learned several things, and I wanted to give back. I got through the grief. This is called Love Showed Us the Way. Good day, women. This is EMaia with Love Show Me the Way. Brought to you by Power Me Up Radio, the station with heart on iHeart, powered by Raven International. I am so happy and honored to be speaking to you today. I am encouraged and inspired today. You know, sometimes you look out into the world and you say, oh my God, there's so much going on. But I know that right now it is time and has been time and always will be time for women to lend their voice, their energy into the world. You know, I am a subscriber and a contributor to Women for Women International. Since 1993, they have helped more than 500,000 marginal women in 8 different countries that have been afflicted by war and conflict, and they offer services, tools, and access to life-changing skills to move them from crisis and poverty to stability and self-sufficiency. Women are very powerful when we stand up with our voice and with our energy to help other women. I'm not just for women, but I must tell you that our innate abilities, when we help other women to be all that we are and all that we can be, we help the world as well. So by investing in women, we create a better world for all of us, a world that's more equal, peaceful, and prosperous. That is the power of women for women. So today I'm coming to again for all the women that have lost a child, but I want to expand this audience out to women that have a child, don't have a child, because it is our time right now. Women are needed as never before. There have been times that we have come in and come out in the known and the unknown history of our world. Women have always played a part, but sometimes history does not give us any credit for any of the things. You know, even in the Bible, when it talks about, you know, and Abraham begat Moses, so much of that is written from a patriarchal way, and they undermine or forget the power of women. But on this show, I want to speak to women on behalf of women and encourage us to be all that we can be. This is not to make light of any man or any other expression for that matter, but I want to speak to women and encourage us to be all we need, because sometimes we find ourselves living and dealing with patriarchal issues and focus. Women bring love and light to a situation, and I want to speak to women and let you know that you have the power in case you've forgotten it. So today I want to highlight just a couple of 3 women that encouraged me and want to bring to you hope, encouragement as well. One of the quotes is by Audre Lorde. She said, "When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid or not." This is a woman that was born in New York to immigrants from Grenada. She fought for justice and equality for women and for immigrants. The next one that I want to bring up is Isabel Allende. I don't know if you know her. I've read many of her books, but one of her famous quotes was, "I can promise you that women working together, linked, informed, and educated can bring peace and prosperity to this forsaken planet." Now, Isabel was a Chilean American author. She was the pioneer of Latin American literature and social and political issues. She also was a mother that lost her daughter. In 1992, she had a medication error. She was only 27 years old. She understands what it is to be a mother that has lost her child. But she continued to write and be a social and political activist through the books that she wrote and many other things that she did as well. Another one I'd like to bring to your attention is the quote, "If they don't give you a seat at the table, bring a folding chair." That was a quote by Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm, in case you didn't know, was a trailblazing political figure who broke through the barriers as the first African American woman elected to Congress and the first woman to run for the Democratic presidential nomination. She was truly a trailblazer, and she advocated for education reform, for anti-poverty programs, and for gender and racial equality. There are so many more that I could talk to you about, but today I just want to highlight those three in the moment. I know that in there, they're different colors, different races. They lived in different times, different decades, but they all were women that dared to stand up, to be seen, to be heard, to be known. They all left a legacy. Isabel Allende is still with us. She's still a writer, still an activist, still moving forward, not just for women, but for all people. This is one of the things that I love so much about women. We are nurturers. We understand our interconnectedness. We know that we are not better than anyone else. We know and we want to bring healing to the planet. We want to bring healing to our families, to our communities. We want to bring healing to our schools and to our churches and to our neighborhoods. But I have to tell you that these are just a few. And to the women that are hearing me right now, I know you all have gifts and talents. I know you do. And we need all of you to find your voice, to present your voice. You're needed as never before. As I said, when you look out, you can see so much going on, but I don't want you to look out and stay looking out. I want you to come back in and say, what can I do? What am I willing to do? What are my gifts and talents? When women rise, everybody rises. We don't just rise for ourselves. We rise for everybody. We want everyone to rise. Families, communities, everyone, because we truly, truly, truly understand our interconnectedness. This is one of the challenges that we're having right now. You see polarization, you see separation, you see people split over many things. But I must tell you that we are breathing the same air, drinking the same water, sharing the same planet. And one of the things that is so necessary in order for us to know this is we have to understand that in our connectedness is how we will continue to stay on this planet. We have work to do, but we also have love. Love can heal. Love can bring brightness. Love can bring us together. And that's why this show is called Love, Show Me the Way. It's the love that will let us reach outside and help us to understand that we are all connected. It's just like your body. If one thing starts to hurting, you don't shoot it or kill it because it's hurting you. You will do whatever you have to do in order to heal that part of the body. When your family or someone is going through something, you don't say, I don't want to be a part of my family anymore. You do whatever you can. If it's just praying for them, if it's just sending good thoughts to them, that you do that so that the people in your family can be well. Well, people, I want you to remind you that we are part of the human family, that we are all here together no matter what our indigenous life, indigenous language, or country is. We are all here sharing the same planet, drinking the same water, and breathing the same air. I want to remind us, but women, because we are nurturers, because we are healers, because we want our families and us to be good, we have an easier time to do this. It's easier for us because we bring children, we care for children, we nurture children. And those that have children or have lost children understand this in ways very, very specifically. I am one of those. I am a mother. I am a grandmother. But I too am one that my son left. But what I can tell you, that I am stronger, not because I don't want him to be here in physical form, but when you go through that, you have a strength that nobody can talk to you about. You have a strength that will help you to reach out to someone else, whether it's about losing a child or any other pain or suffering. You know, when you see people that haven't eaten for days and days and days, and you see children that are dying and bones are being shown because they haven't eaten in days and days, you want to get up and do something. This is one of the reasons why I support that group, Women for Women International, because they've been around since 1993. Those women were touched. They said, I can't sit here and do nothing. I have a little bit more than I can share. And what they did is they were inspired to do something and inspired to get other women to get up and do something as well. So that's where I'm coming from today, knowing that, you know, the earth has been around millions of years, millions and millions of years. We, however, have not always been here on this planet. And I want us to continue to be here. The women need to speak so that the planet can be healed, that we can heal each other, that we can bring love to each other. Oh, yes, honey. We're all connected in ways that we don't even understand. Just as nature is, just as in the farming, how cross-pollination happens. We are here because of each other and not by of each other. So I want to encourage you again today to be all that you can be, to decide on this day and every day, what can I do to bring love to this planet? Maybe it's just praying. Maybe it's just having a group that you can pray together and pray that love is seen and felt in ways that have not been before, or that we can't remember. Maybe that we can just pray and send love to fighting organizations, to fighting countries. Send love to the people that are in our countries, that we can love each other, that we can be together for the best of all of us and not just one group. Maybe you can just get together and do prayer, but I know that if you stay in the prayer and stay in the thought and the idea of our connectedness, I know that you may be inspired to do even more. So my sisters and my mothers, my daughters, I speak to you today in love. I call you out to do all that you can do. We are here for purpose, and some of us have many purposes. Many of the women, or of the women that I just talked to you about, they did more than one thing. But they were all politically, socially involved. They were spiritually involved as well because they were inspired by Spirit to do the things that they did. And so we all came here for purpose. And it's not just one thing. Some of us came to be mothers. Some of us came to be grandmothers. Some of us helped our sisters. Some of us were a blessing to our mothers. Whatever it was. But we came here for many things. And if you're one that have lost a child, get up and do something in the name of that child. I'll never forget the woman that started off Mothers Against Drunk Driving. And why? Because her child was one that had died because of a drunk driver. We can be inspired to do many things, and we have the ability to do many things. But I'm calling you out today because we need you to come forward. I'm saying this to myself as well as to you. That is time for the women. We need the women to find your voice, to come open with your voice, and to come open with action. It doesn't have to be major. It doesn't have to be big. Everybody doesn't have to see you. Everybody doesn't have to know you. But when we put our energy in with the energy that exists, the energy will help us and lead us and guide us and encourage us and inspire us for greater things. So today I give thanks for you, all the women that you are, wherever you are, wherever you stand, whatever your age, whatever your situation is. I give thanks for you. Uplift your voice, raise your energy, and know that we are all here together. If you'd like to speak to me, reach out to me at loveshowmetheway@gmail.com, and know that you are listening to Power Me Up Radio, the station with heart on iHeart, powered by Raven International. Until the next time, this is EMaia at Love Show Me the Way, asking you to say that prayer, asking you to ask Love to show me the way that I can breathe and be all that I can be. Have an amazing day. Until the next time, peace and blessings. Until the next time.